Alright, you didn't think I would forget to celebrate the 30th anniversary of Final Fight, did you? Final Fight is one of my favorite games of all time, and I have a particularly odd appreciation for the Super NES version. I know, it's not the most arcade-accurate one, but between the huge sprites, killer music, and tough-as-nails challenge, it's my favorite for sure. Anyways, let's get back to the episode. One of the biggest, baddest brawlers on the block is Final Fight's Mike Haggar. Or wait, is it Haggar? Or Haggar? Well, we're not sure, but we may as well put it on the chopping block, for this is Gaming Linguistics. I've always been curious about trying to figure out how to say the Beefcake Bruiser's last name. I think back to Haggar the Horrible's comic book strips, and so Haggar has always been my default. But I've heard plenty of people say Haggar, which pronounces a long A sound, and lots of people say Haggar, which includes a short A for the first and completely drops the second altogether. So, is my comic strip reference accurate, or is it said a different way? Well, Capcom hasn't exactly been very accurate with Mike Haggar's name being audibly spoken in various media outlets. Going back to the earliest audio with his name pronounced out loud is no easy task. However, I think I found it in a Japanese advertisement for Final Fight 2 in a very American-sounding pronunciation, saying it's Haggar. The character Maki says it out loud during the commercial. Anyways, we've got plenty of examples to counter this as the correct choice for his name, such as in-game moments aplenty. Up next is Final Fight Revenge, the horrendous Final Fight fighting game on the Sega Saturn. At the end of each round that he wins, we hear Haggar?
Haggar wins!
So, what, they kept the long A but cut out the second entirely? Alright, that's a new one. In Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3, his name is pronounced Haggar when he's selected. So there's a vote in my direction. The same goes for Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite.
Haggar! The fighting mayor! That's me!
As well as one of the cutscenes in Street Fighter V.
Mayor Haggar, who previously...
By this point I decided to backtrack to my original opinion and re-listen to the cartoon for Haggar the Horrible, and oddly enough, I've been pronouncing that completely wrong. It's Haggar.
Okay, Haggar the Horrible.
Now I'm totally off my game. So, which one is right? Well, honestly, I'm personally gonna go with the more recent pronunciation as it's been the most consistent. Haggar makes the most sense because of this, as well as the pronunciation in Japanese according to Wikipedia. There they break down his name using katakana, a form of Japanese language often used for foreign words. Now, I've only taken a semester of Japanese, so don't tear me to shreds if I'm totally wrong on this, but from what I understand, there's something called a chonpu, which is the dash above the last romanji letter. Romanji is the English written pronunciation of Japanese language. So to break the lettering down into syllables, mai ku ha ga. Since there's no actual R sound in Japan, which is why they typically roll their R's, it would be pronounced in Japan Maiku Haga. With the chanpu at the end of the last name, it causes a long A sound, proving at the very least that the last name is pronounced Haga. Now I know there will be skeptics that will say, but we don't live in Japan. That's true, but if the last few games have English voiceovers saying Haggar, I feel like that's evidence enough that we should be pronouncing it that way. So, what about you? Will you be changing how you say Mike Haggar's name? Did you say it this way before? And if not, are you changing how you pronounce it? What are your thoughts on the theory presented in this video? Leave a constructive comment down below and let's get this discussion going. Thanks for all who watched this episode of Gaming Linguistics, and big thanks to Dan Greenberg for his logo for the show. If you liked what you saw, feel free to hit subscribe as well as that like button, and check out some of the other episodes in the series. Thanks for watching.